of tonight.
By the way, Nico, Ronnie, Alaska is not in the penalty, so they can afford to give up a foul right here.
Free to shoot, Arwin Santos! No! Simpson has the ball. 4 seconds to go.
They call a timeout.
Wow. Simpson called the rebound, failed to call timeout. Shot clock, game clock, down to under 2 seconds here. Inbound for Alaska over at near midcourt.
We'll be back with the remaining 1.5 seconds of Game 5. Of course, the immortal question, when a team is on the verge of winning, will those balloons fall? And it all depends on the remaining 2.2 seconds of Game 5. It all depends on what Alaska will do here on this critical play. Now, we've seen Alaska succeed in this kind of situation before, Kinito.
That's right. For Alaska, 2.2 seconds, that's a long time. They can even put the ball on the floor before taking off a shot. But again, we need to point out that Diamond Simpson, when he got the rebound, Alaska did not have to cross the timeline to be able to get a chance to call a timeout and advance the ball, because they had full timeouts left. Yung 30-second timeout, if that's all you've got left, then hindi pa pwede yun. So a lapse of concentration on Alaska. Let's listen to Tim Kong.
We'll look for Diamond there. Okay? That's why Jones is letting you pop out. Okay? Then Cyrus, after the screen, you pop right here. You got 2 seconds. 1, 2, the free throw line jump shot. Alright? Okay? Now if we can't get that, you guys time it. You turn, screen, curl. Look for LA on the curl. You can't get Cyrus. You can't get Diamond. Then you look for Ty on the curl and then throw in the box back to shot. I'm the last option, right? You're the third option. Joe, the fourth option. Alright, Joe, so you screen, you curl.
Well, judging from the scribbles of Tim Cone's pencil pen, that ball is going inside.
I thought it was very clear who was going to be the first option all the way to the 4th option. That's Tim Cone for you. Very, very decisive. Everything very clear in the minds of his players. The question is, are they going to go for the win or are they going to go for overtime?
2.2 seconds to go. Here's Baguio for the championship. No!
Cyrus Baguio had the shot. He had the good look. Boy, if that shot had have entered, if that ball had have entered, then this series would have been over. But San Miguel lives for another game. What an ending. You see Gabe Freeman defending against Cyrus Baguio, but Baguio got the lift. Just didn't have enough on that shot.
San Miguel had 2 key defensive stops in the last 2 possessions for Alaska. Here, no contest. Baguio had that look, maybe too far from his range, but San Miguel lives to fight another day, and we will see Game 6 on Wednesday.
That's the final score, 96-94. San Miguel winning by 2 precarious points. So we'll be back with more from the Big Dome after these.
Was shocked, the other half was elated, and that's because the San Miguel Beermen extends the series. And our best player of the ball game, Denok Miranda here. Alam mo, Denok, hindi ka nakapaglaro ng finals since Game 3, nung semifinals, pero since Game 3 of this finals, pinapag-start ka ng coaching staff. Ngayon, binayaran mo ng napakagandang performance. It must feel good.
Siyempre, unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord na binigyan niya ako ng lakas, saka siguro yung faith sa kanya. Kaya nakapagpakita ako ng maganda ngayon sa championship. Kahit na hindi ako nakapaglaro ng elimination sa semis, keep working, nag-ano lang ako, training lang ako, in-improve ko lahat kung ano yung dapat kong improve. Yun lang, just doing my job.
Isa sa mga pinag-usapan namin kanina yung si Coach G. Abanilla na siya ngayon ang nag-a-act as in head coach ng San Miguel. How did that change everything for you guys?
Parati naman sinasabi ni Coach Siot na hindi naman kahit kung kanino yung credit eh. Parang as a team, kung sino yung may credit, parang isang unit lang. Yun sa coach, si Coach G ang nag-coach ngayon, parang ano lang, isang unit lang, kahit sino. Lahat ng coaching staff, may ano pa rin sila. Sila pa rin may diskarte pa rin nila yon. Kaya, yun, as a one unit, yun, kahit sino ba na coach, sino coach dyan, sino naglalaro, yun, basta dyan, yun ang team.
Maraming salamat, Denok. Congratulations to the San Miguel Beermen. We'll be back to wrap up this ball game. Stay stuck on Solar TV.
Balloons are going to stay there for quite a while. I know they were eager to get out of the net, but they're staying there because San Miguel holding on to win 96-94 in a thrilling Game 5 over the Alaska Aces, and thereby extending the series 3 games to 2. The thrilling finish. That was a wild wind-up, gentlemen. But Baguio, Coach Ronnie, that was as good a look as you could get with 2.2 seconds remaining.
Well, Coach Tim Cone drew up at least 4 options on that last second shot by Alaska. And you always want to put that ball in the hands of your best player. And in today's game, Cyrus Baguio was the best player for Alaska. Unfortunately, the precious seconds that they burned after that missed timeout, after the defensive stop, really told heavily on that last possession by Alaska. But still, perspective-wise, Alaska is still a game ahead of San Miguel, and they will look forward to this 2 days rest in preparation for Wednesday's game number 6.
Looking ahead, game number 6, Kirita, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be an excellent game number 6. I think it's going to be a 50-50 game. You can't say that even if Alaska has the edge, still 3-2, that it's going to be a walk in the park for them. No, I think San Miguel is going to ride on this momentum. I also thought that San Miguel did much better facing up to the pressure. They trusted each other much more than in any other game in this series, and it showed. 5 local players from San Miguel scoring in double figures against only 3 for Alaska. That made the big difference. Even if Gabe Freeman scored only 18 points, they got a lot of production from the locals. There was trust. That chemistry was there for San Miguel tonight.
Well, it was Freeman who said at the half, sabi niya, I was scoring and we were losing. So things had to change, and San Miguel certainly changed some things. Marami silang pinalitan.
By the way, I also want to plug the Asia Challenge, the NBA Asia Challenge. Si Ronnie Magsanok po maglalaro. And this man, who is on my tie, Chris Webber, is also going to be in town to play in that game.
Bagong-bago yung necktie mo, ha? Washington Bullets pa to, ha?
Talagang luman-luma na.
Okay, mga kaibigan, tuloy ang ligaya. We have one more game in this best of 7 series for the Fiesta Conference that's happening on Wednesday. San Miguel lives to fight one more PBA day. Alaska, one more championship point that they could use on Wednesday in game number 6. For Magu Marjon, Patricia Bermuda Season, my partners, El Decaro, Senor Quinito Henson, point guard par excellence, Ronnie Magsanok, and the rest of the talented men and women of Solar TV. Miko Halili saying good night from the Big Dome, Vala Alto, Filipinas. This is the PBA Finals on Solar TV.